Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hardly Heroes. How are my two favorite people in the world doing today?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm doing good. Back to work.
You're good.
Back to the usual regime. Holy shit, man. I've been getting big back into Warhammer in my brain. I've been playing the Rogue Trader CRPG, which is Rogue Trader is like the Warhammer 40k D&D system. And they've made a Rogue Trader like game about it. It's so good. I'm fitting to dig out all my old Warhammer and buy some paints and actually get going because it's so cool, man. I just like 40k is the best. My dream is to get you nailed into 40k so you can learn to learn the lore and then you can DM Rogue Trader for us. It'd just be so sick.
You know, I picked up Total War Warhammer 3 because it was in my Steam library.
Oh yeah, well, but that's Warhammer Fantasy. That's not as cool as Warhammer 40,000. But
Quite
go
probably.
on, have you been enjoying it?
No, I absolutely hated it. I stopped after an hour and I'm never going back.
What was your main gripe with it?
I listed my gripes recently. Let me find them.
Took you longer to make the list of gripes than you did play the game, I assume.
It's just all right. The first red flag was that you have like hero characters like you did in Total War 3 Kingdoms. We're like, this is my knight. He's as strong as, 7 of these big blocks units. I fucking hate that shit. Don't give me hero characters. But that's minor, right? That's minor, but
it's
I fucking
Warhammer,
hate it.
though.
Hate it. Second red flag was the story that they were telling, because I was playing through the prologue, and the prologue was just like, this is an epic moment. This is fucking cool. This is fucking badass. And you're like, okay, but can you tell me anything about this? And I tried. I read all the dialogue. I read all the character details, and everything was just so flat. It was like, you're going through this really cool land. I'm like, but who am I? Why should I care about any of these details? It just... There wasn't any meat. It was just like, this is a really cool thing, right? This is an epic moment, right? Look at the snow blowing. It's cool. They just like did set decorations of cool, but there was nothing actually interesting happening anywhere. That was annoying.
Okay.
The third red flag was the constant loot dropping. Like every time you do a battle, here's all this cool loot. Now go into your character and equip all your cool loot, and you just know it's going to be a loot management nightmare like Diablo 3.
That does get tiresome. That bit does get tiresome. I'll give you that.
So annoying.
But it's one of them where you can start to ignore it.
I bet.
By the end, a little bit, yeah. Who are you playing as in the prologue?
The last red flag, as I got to a point where they're like, and then we're gonna go get the spellcasters over here. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing my Total War games with like spellcasters. No. So
you know what? I felt the same at first, but it works. It's good. I think like the heroes, the spells, the monsters, it adds something to it in my view.
I think that if you like fantasy and Total War together, it would probably be great. I just don't like my Total War with the fantasy in it. It turns out I want my Total War like grittier. I don't like high fantasy that much. It turns out. Yeah.
He says.
Well, we play pretty low fantasy D&D
yeah,
here.
but there's magic and monsters though.
Yeah. But you've noticed that the world has become exceedingly human-centric over the last 10 years.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
But Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader, right, as a D&D system, it's so much different to D&D, right? Instead of playing, like, one character, you do play one character, but instead of playing, like, a party of nobodies, one of you plays the Rogue Trader, and the other ones in the party play as retinue. And the Rogue Trader is like, if you imagine the Imperium of Man controls 500 worlds across the galaxy. There's this area called the Coronis Expanse, which is like the uncharted region of the galaxy beyond the Empire, where there's aliens and monsters and everything. And the Rogue Traders are these like select group of people who are given a warrant by the Emperor to basically be like privateers from, like the olden days, like to be like pirates, but they're ultra powerful pirates with like, your ship that you're in is like 2 kilometers long. It's like an entire city with people living in it. You like control worlds and you can like fight monsters and demons and travel through the warp. So the game is set up like you don't get money to buy things. What you get is this thing called profit factor. So if you make a trade deal, it increases your profit factor, and you don't track currency. It's just whether or not like like, do I have enough profit factor to just buy everything from this merchant, or can I like set up a trade deal to acquire these things from this merchant? And like you decide the fate of entire worlds, and like in the prologue of this campaign, you're like on this world, you're like hanging out, and then there's like a chaos which like the demons kind of like take over, and they sort of ambush you, and you flee the planet. And at the end of the prologue, the planet is falling to chaos, and you've got a choice whether to like leave them to it, or you can basically just blow up the entire world. And rather than let the world fall to chaos and let everyone's souls be consumed by the warp, you just like, actually, do you know what? Just I'm fucking nuking this entire planet and killing everyone to stop chaos getting control of it. So the scale of it is just on a completely other level. It's just, it's incredibly cool. Yeah. Anyway, that's what I've been doing.
Nice. What about you, Moot?
Not too much going on. Wife's pregnant, so been just, researching that, doing dad's soon-to-be dad stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, excited.
All right. Well, congratulations. I know we said it multiple times already, but this is the first time on air.
Thank you.
Yeah. Nick, you're looking exceedingly white today.
Oh, yes? Maybe I'll turn my lights down. Hang on.
I just didn't know if this is how you look in the wintertime. Or...
Right, maybe. Is that better?
It's good enough.
No, it's just my skin is too white. It's not to do with lighting.
Yeah, I mean, the Britons. Do you ever refer to yourself as a Briton? Or is that too old school?
People might say British. I think British is a term used more by people outside of the UK. I think people in the UK are more likely to say English or Welsh or Scottish.
Yeah, well, because Britain is an old word for people of those islands a long time ago. It's like it's a many hundreds of years old, like ethnic term for a specific group. And I can't imagine that that's not used anymore. Like you've subdivided since then into other things.
I think I forget now, but at one time I did know the different terms. Like England is obviously England, and then like I think Britain is Wales, England, and Scotland, and then Great Britain is England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. I can't remember exactly, but Britain does specifically refer to some collection of the nations. I think Britain is just the main landmass without Ireland.
Yeah, but there were the Celtic Britons, is what I'm talking about. Back in the day.
Yeah.
But
we do still say British citizen, though. That is still a thing.
Well, because they're the British Isles. Yeah. The islands kept the old name, but the people got new names. Because, you're not just one big old blob of Celts anymore. After the Danes and the Anglos and the Saxons and the...
But the full title of the country is the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, I think. So it is still in the name. Yeah.
Anyway, where last we left in this campaign, the two of you had been tasked with a specific job. What is that job?
We need to
go to High Castle and beg the king for help.
Travel to High Castle, convince the most high-ranking person that we can get an audience with of the danger of the beast that captured Luther, and request assistance back to Cauldron to deal with it. Now, I assume we have some sort of missive from Lord Shybrook, like a letter. Shacklebrook. Sorry, my bad. It's been too long. It's been 2 weeks.
He's got to write us a fucking thing.
He's got it. Otherwise, how fucking stupid.
Yes, there is a missive that he has written for you.
And he's a submissive.
All right, I am writing that on my character sheet. Is it sealed?
It is not sealed. You might have to show this to multiple people over and over again. So it has like Shacklebrook's seal stamped at the bottom of the letter, and then the letter rolls up into a scroll. But it's not like sealed shut. It does have the seal can mean multiple things,
Is it in a scroll case?
It is in a leather-bound scroll case.
Okay, cool.
And we get to choose which adventure we want to take, right? Which way we want to go?
Of course. You can do whatever way you want.
And boats do go up like this, yeah?
There's all sorts of boats. You seem to want to go to Tassel, Where
I'm not sure about that.
I hear you, but I feel like it's a perilous journey on the road all the way up fucking north, and it's
not
gonna
that
take
perilous, though. It's on the road. Can't be that
It
bad.
is on the road, and it's gonna take a long fucking time, and we got to go through Stromheim. I think that that's a little bit different than going through Tassel. I agree. But aren't there like little fishing villages and shit on this
well,
area?
that's like
or
a
is it cliffside?
500 foot tall cliff,
have
so
to
there's
go
no
to
fishing
Tassel.
villages. Yeah.
I also have two considerations. One, I'm pretty sure Neil's prepped for us to go via Stromheim. I know,
He
Neil, you're going to say
has.
you don't mind, but that's one. And two, which brings me to my question I was going to ask you, Neil. Remind me how much the clerics at Stromheim's gates to the inner city would charge you for healing. Because you could go to the gates to get healed.
It was a retarded amount.
It's a
like
1 GP per HP.
Yeah, 1 GP per... So,
right? Or is it 10? Hold on.
It might be... I feel like it's more than
I feel
one.
like you had it at like 10 GP per HP, which was insane.
Yeah, I think I was pulling directly from the DMG. Let me double check what the DMG says.
But I wonder if... Because Shacklebrook had originally said to me that I could rest and get my health back before we went, but now he needs me to go immediately. I wonder if it might be worth petitioning his Seneschal for some money for me to get
Even
healed
if we
in
could just
Stromheim.
get money, or if we can just get like a note to let us in to get healed or something like that. Like if they want to meet us at the gate, that's fine. But yeah.
No, I don't care about going in necessarily.
Okay.
Just to get healed, right? Like,
Yeah.
That's a way to make us not die on the road.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be
it
happy
taking any
that.
longer.
Yeah.
And if it's
I do think the fastest
50
way is
gold.
through Tassel, though. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's that big of a deal to get to the docks in Tassel.
Yeah, but then find a ship to take us is a big deal. It'd be expensive, like so expensive.
Yeah, it could be.
But either it's expensive or we're waiting for weeks for them to leave, in which case...
Yeah, which I wouldn't want to do, yeah.
Yeah. Because we'd essentially have to pay them to go without cargo immediately, which is going to cost hundreds of gold.
Let's get you healed up in Stromheim, and then we can continue on. This
I think that's the best idea. Now, it is
agree.
risky to go into Stromheim because obviously...
I think we'll be
beef with
fine
the
as long as we
Copperheads.
stick on the left side.
Yeah, yeah.
Big beef with the Copperheads. Like,
Yeah.
this isn't like a we spend a night in Stromheim. It's a we go in Stromheim in the morning, you get healed, and we leave by night.
Yeah.
Like,
It
Yeah.
is 10 GP per point healed for Cure Light Wounds. It's expensive.
So, I
they're
will...
scamming.
Yeah, that is scamming. I'll go to... It's been 2
It's
weeks. I
not
remember...
meant for common people, right? This is
True.
the price for the rich people because you only have so many spells a day, right? You've got like 3 Cure Light Wounds a day. You could charge a silver and then make nothing, or you could charge 10 GP and someone's gonna want that healing every day. Like it is what the market demands.
So, I think we finished off, Neil, correct me if I'm wrong, with basically Shacklebrook telling me that actually I need you to go tomorrow.
I do believe that
Yep.
Shacklebrook had decided that this is too important. It needs to be done now, and you should go post haste.
So I leave from that meeting worried about the road and not being healed, and I'll catch Basil on the way out if I can, who is the secretary of the keep. Basil, have you got a second?
Of course. What can I do for you?
Well, I don't know if Lord Shacklebrook's made you aware, but we're to travel to High Castle to request aid for the creature that I was talking about.
Of course.
I'd hope to be able to spend some time in the infirmary to heal my wounds since I'm still wounded from the ordeal. But I had a thought. I'll be passing through Stromheim. As far as I remember, there's clerics at the gates to the inner city that will provide healing for a cost, but it's beyond my means. I wonder if, to ensure the message arrives in High Castle, if you think it would be worth the investment.
Sheriff Luther, you are well aware of the financial stress Cauldron is currently under. We can ill afford hundreds and hundreds of gold to rescue up.
Shacklebrook call in a favor? Does he know any of them?
If there were clerics that we could call upon, would they not already be here in Cauldron?
I grimace at
I
the thought
shrug
that I
at
know that
that.
Shacklebrook's got 60,000 gold and gems in his bedroom. And they're saying that they've not got enough money. I nod at him and I say, Well, he's hoping the road remains safe.
Dude, you know pensions, bro. You gotta have money stashed away for the deep future. You can't just spend your cash like there's no tomorrow. You gotta plan.
Speculate.
That's why we should have stole one.
No, we'd find out. We'd be fucked. It's either steal them all or steal
never
them.
find out.
I think you'd notice if you lost a gem worth 6,000 gold.
Yeah, but he just got fucking invaded. Even if we stole them all, then it would have looked like whoever went in there and killed the person stole the fucking gem.
No, yeah, like stealing them all might have been smarter.
But whatever, it's fine. We love Shacklebrook. We continue on.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. So no healing. The fighter can't fight. At least I've got my horse.
Don't you want an adventure?
What?
Don't you want a challenge?
I'd love to adventure. I just don't want the adventure to end by.
I don't think Shacklebrook has the knife. He doesn't have the dagger. I only know where his books are. Okay, yeah, fuck it. We leave. We get out of here.
Okay. You do have your horse, which I imagine you're going to be using as your pack animal, so you can just travel at movement 12. Someone could literally sit on the horse, but someone still has to walk, so your movement rate isn't going to be faster.
Smart.
Yeah.
I think I will sit on the horse though. Might as well, right?
I mean, what's your weight plus your gear? You might, you're going to probably exhaust your horse at that rate. You might do a little bit.
My weight plus my gear is 300 pounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
It's not bad, but it's not great. Horses are not. They're not armored
vehicles.
Nick,
just fucking walk, man.
You're
not getting healing anyways.
This is what people always did. You see movies where there's like single knights riding on their horse, but like that knight doesn't have any gear, doesn't have any stuff, right?
Sure. But if we get into a fight, though, I'm going on the horse. So I feel like it's just more likely to keep me alive.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna head north on the road from Cauldron. Now, there's something else on this northern road from Cauldron that you are aware of. Last night, earlier today even, you went around looking for this person that had showed up the previous night and then left early in the morning. I think that was yesterday.
Two people.
Happened.
Yeah, I sent someone down the west road and someone down the road towards Thornwood, and they found no one. So we can only assume that these three women left north towards Stromheim, which we're probably not going to catch them because they've got horses and a carriage.
Well, that is where you would be wrong, because you get a day down the road. You stop at one of these like tiny little roadside inns for the night. You tie up your horse and everything. It's fine. It's part of your normal expenses. The next day, while you're traveling down the road, it's springtime. The trees are leafing out. They've got that gentle, soft, baby green leaves everywhere. The ground is moist and grasses are springing to life. Early flowers are coming out. Pollinators like bees and butterflies are flopping around everywhere. But the roads, they're wet. They're holding a lot of water. Not everything is fully warmed up yet. And the wagon ruts in the road are like deep and ugly and messy. And on this second day of travel, you see a wagon that has stopped in the road, fully come to a stop. And it has 3 armed guards with halberds standing around. And as you get a little closer, you'll also notice it has a woman carrying a child wrapped up in her arms.
Okay, I also got a description. I can't remember it now because it's been a couple of weeks, but I had a description of the carriage. I think it had like gold bands or something like that on it. So this is definitely the carriage.
This is the carriage.
Okay. So we spot them before they spot us, right? Or like before we get
everyone's walking down the road.
Range.
Yeah.
Okay.
The horses have been unhooked from the carriage and are off on one side with 2 of the guards standing near them. One of the guards is standing near the carriage, and the woman with the baby is sort of seated on a little bit of a ridge where like the ground juts out a little bit. A couple of rocks stick out, and she's just kind of plopped down on the rocks, rocking the baby.
Does it look like that carriage is stuck in the mud?
It looks like their carriage is stuck. From your distance, you can't quite tell what has caused it to be stuck, but this is not how you would stop a carriage. Typically.
Okay, we're a little while away. I say to Pigeon, that's them. They're the people I was trying to find. They were at the inn the night it happened and left the next morning.
Why were you looking for them?
Well, they checked into the inn the night that Shacklebrook's boy was killed, and they left first thing in the morning. It's suspicious.
Oh, we gotta kill him then.
Well, hang on. Apparently one of them's got a baby.
That's good eating. I'm just kidding.
Why don't, looks like their wagon's stuck, right? Why don't I go and try and talk to them and offer them some help? Why don't you try and get a better view, sneak around maybe?
And if things look like trouble, you want me to take one of them hostage? Maybe the baby?
I don't know
the
if
lady
there really
with the
is a
baby?
bit. I'm more interested in if we can find out anything about them. Like, use them eyes of yours, see if you can't spot anything untoward.
I think it'd be better if we went together, because it'll look weird if I'm sneaking around.
Okay, but I'll do the talking. Keep your eyes peeled. See if it's a real baby. See if the one with the baby looks like a wizard maybe. She got any weird pouches on her, any books. See if you can get a look inside the wagon as well.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
The party comes on up. You got your horse, the road covered in puddles and mud. Clearly a difficult route. The guards take notice as you approach. And then
I say to Pigeon, don't mention we're the sheriff of Shacklebrook. Of Calder.
Get your badge on?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I do have my badge on.
Take it off?
Can I take it off? Yeah, I take it off, yeah. Yeah.
Pigeon, do you take off your detective badge?
If he takes his off, then I'll take mine off, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You can approach. The guards are clearly aware of you approaching, and as you do so, one of them will move from the horses towards the cart a little bit. And halberds, you hold them in one hand. They're always at the ready. So they're not offensive, but they're always at the ready. The one sits over here as the two of you and your horse approach.
Oh there, strangers. Got yourself some trouble with the mud? Need a hand?
One of the guards steps forward. Oh there. Well, it's a pretty nasty situation. The four of us couldn't get it going, even with our horses. I think we just gotta wait for the road to dry a little bit. And she points with the butt of her halberd to this area where the wagons are just like sunk deep, like, good 4 or 5 inches into this thick mud. And the whole rim of all the wheels are covered with thick mud. And it's trying to clearly can't go through the road anymore. And they're trying to bring it up this embankment and it's just gotten stuck. And they're like, it'll be fine. We thank you for your help, though. Just
You sure we've got another horse here? And I've got some strong arms on me. Might be worth a shot. Hate to see... I nod towards the woman. A mother trapped out here on the road. It's dangerous here.
Does she have a baby?
She does.
Yeah.
Yeah, the innkeeper had originally said that she had a bundle, but you couldn't see what was in it. Right now, the baby is, clear. Its head is sort of sticking out of the little bundle. And the woman's just sort of like rocking it, sitting over there. The guard looks to the woman with the baby. The woman with the baby looks you up and down. Nick, give me a little charisma check here at +2, please.
No worries. Oh, fuck.
A 19. The woman with the baby kind of shakes her head real quick, and the guard says, "We appreciate your effort, but we wouldn't want to delay you. We're more than capable of taking care of our ward here." Excuse me?
Are you sure? These roads are dangerous. There's bandits, goblins.
These
There's
are
even been
roads.
reports of werewolves around here.
They are very dangerous, and the best safety for that is letting strange men pass us without getting too close.
Oh, well, I'm no strange man. I have you come from Cauldron? I didn't remember seeing you in town. My friend and I here, I'm the sheriff in Cauldron.
And I'm the detective.
I reach into my pocket and show them my badge and then put it back in my pocket.
I show my badge.
Yeah. She'll come a little bit closer. Take a look at the badges as you pull them out and show them.
We're on our way to High Castle.
I look at these guards' faces as I reveal that I'm the sheriff from Cauldron.
Yeah, they're in their late 20s. They look like they've had a hard life, not sun-kissed skin, but heavily worn, a little bit of scars on them. Mm-hmm.
I mean, to how they react to the information. The woman with the baby as well. Like, if I'm right and they're responsible for killing Shirebrook's man, then they might react. They might react to me being the sheriff of Cauldron is what I'm saying. So I look for that.
Yeah. Let me just roll a little stat over here for them, and a little die over here for you.
Fake rolls.
They
Did you just call fake rolls?
Oh yeah.
She looks at the two of you and goes, Sheriff, Detective. No, we didn't see you. We did travel through Cauldron.
Were you there for long?
Just overnight.
Oh. Where are you headed from?
She seems hesitant to answer you, but finally says, from Shirebrook. We're transporting some goods to Stromheim for sale.
Oh, is that
And
right?
we're a little concerned about people on the road. You understand.
I
These days,
understand.
as you said, bandits and whatnot. It would... we don't mind the delay at all.
Well, you know, I know Shirebrook well. I mean, I know of Divin Armstrong. I know of his retinue of wizards. In fact, my Lord Shacklebrook has been in conversation with the man. In fact, we recently, the two of us, were on a mission to look for one of his wizards. Remind me, Neil, what's the woman's name?
Throw me that
Female
in check,
wizard.
buddy.
We had her book, Nick.
You
What's her
know,
name?
it's one of those embarrassing moments where you know a person's name, but you just can't pull it out.
She's got a silly name. Like, if you say it the wrong way, it sounds like a
She taught us. She knows how to swim.
Cylindra.
Cylindra.
Lady Cylindra. I was looking for her in the Black Pine Marsh.
Yeah, she's dead.
Regrettably.
Excuse me?
Sorry,
oh yeah, she's big dead.
do you know her?
I'm aware of Lady Cylindra. She's been missing for some time. What makes you
Well,
think she's dead?
I was with her when she died.
At this news, the other guard will kind of like come a little bit closer. This one is still watching, she's got the reins of the horses over here so that they don't travel off too far. The other guard steps a little bit closer. How did she die?
It's a strange story, my friend. In fact, fate would have it, we are on our way to High Castle now to implore the king for aid against the creature that killed her. Shacklebrook has sent us there post-haste. I'm still wounded from the ordeal.
She takes a moment to review your injuries. Now that you've mentioned it, your clothes do look a little bit worn. At first, you might have just looked like a beggar or a brigand on the road because your clothes are all like a little bit tattered and they've seen better days. But looking more closely, oh yeah, you are pretty fucked up. That HP bar is pretty low.
We could kill you.
If I understand that if you're cautious of strange men on the road, but it would be a great shame for me and a great embarrassment if representatives from Shirebrook were to be injured on our road north to Stromheim, especially a new mother.
The woman who's
Perhaps,
been listening and sitting quietly comes over as you say this.
Perhaps we could share some food and I could tell you the tale.
How did Lady Celinda die? Says the one with the baby.
If you give me the chance to tell the story properly, you'll understand how I can't explain it like this. It's quite the tale, one that you wouldn't believe. Truly. In fact, it's important that Divin Armstrong knows.
If you're the Lord Shacklebrook's sheriff,
I am.
who are the members of his court?
There is Basil Sternwolf is his chancellor. There's,
We
Kel
got the
Twin
Red
Tower,
Shield Lady.
Kel
we
Lionel
got-
Lanquill, Joyce Sunderland, Kel Edwin Campbell, Kel Blanche
Sybil?
Bell, Kel Ancaster, Kel Isaac Elroy. Alas, Kel Isaac Elroy fell victim to those werewolves I was talking about.
The
Sybil,
woman with the
the
child gives a nod, and the first guard comes over and says, "We would appreciate your help moving the cart."
Yeah, I fucking figured, loser.
All right, cool. This baby's real, Neil. I mean, I'm looking at it.
It's a little baby. It's sort of squirming. Mom's sort of bouncing it up and down a little bit. When she steps to face you, the sun's in sort of like an awkward angle, and so she pulls like the little hat that the baby's got
check
down
the
to cover
ears.
its eyes.
Is this a goddamn elf baby?
Ooh, I'm gonna need you to make me a perception check. You rolled a natural 20. It doesn't matter what the penalties are. It looks human. Looks very, very human. Maybe it's a half elf whose ears are still a little round right now. But it's definitely not an elf or a dwarf or a gnome or any of that nonsense. It looks superhuman.
That's a human baby.
Good work, detective.
Happy to help you. Happy to help you with the cart. Would you like to hear the tale first? Where'd you arrest for some food anyway?
Please.
All right. I lead my horse, Neil, over to where their horses are.
Yeah. The horses sort of like whinny at each other as they get introduced to one another, and the guard will sort of settle it all down.
So in D&D, are those horses actually speaking a language to each other? Because you can speak with animal.
This is a great question, because speak with animals is a weird spell. It implies that creatures have the capacity to language, or it temporarily imbues them with it. But then
it could be that, couldn't it?
How does that work? Like, do they gain the intelligence to be? It's a mess. The horses don't speak languages. They're fucking dumb animals.
Okay,
they're horses.
Yeah, they're horses.
Okay,
sorry, horse girls. They're dumb animals.
As we're walking, there'll be a moment when everyone is facing away from us, and I will elbow Pigeon and motion with my head to the cart, just to make sure that he's getting a look at what's in there.
At some point, Neil, when we're having a conversation around food, I'll get up to go pee, and I'll go to the cart and I'll inspect.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
The guards are good guards. They watch as you head towards the cart to you're headed off towards the road to go take a leak or whatever. And one of the guards will sort of casually move in that direction, being a good guard. But since you're not poking your head through the front door, you can catch a look through the covered section, and you will see these large, blocks. They're sort of maybe an inch thick, 6 or 7 inches wide by 6 or 7 inches long. It's hard packed salt.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then you can take a leak in the road in one of these puddles.
Yeah, I'll leak in the puddle.
And then come on.
So
back.
I take a seat down, and I open up one of my rations, and I'm chewing on a piece of beef jerky, eating a few blocks of cheese, and I say, "Well, so we were in Thornwood. Lord Shacklebrook had sent us to assist Lady Tulwick in clearing out some of the ogres from the woods nearby their town. And as we were approaching her camp, we were met by a young woman who was a guide, and she was appealing to the guards for assistance, who were ignoring her. So we spoke to her, and she said that she was guiding Lady Cylindra, a mage from Shirebrook, into the Black Pine Marsh to look for, I think it was a mushroom or a flower of some sort. She said that she took her into the Black Pine Marsh, and they made camp, and in the morning, Lady Cylindra had been dragged away, and she followed the tracks, and they led to a cave with some strange, disfigured
mongrel men
there. And then she needed assistance to track her down. So we obliged, and we headed into the Black Pine Marsh with the guide, and found this cave, slew some of these mongrel men, headed into the cave, and were set upon by more, and what I've come to understand are flaming imps. And unfortunately, the imps and their dastardly magic knocked me unconscious. And my detective here managed to flee with his life, and ultimately found help with Lady Solwick to rescue me. But in the intervening week, I was held captive in this cave. And, well, the mongrel men and the imps were the least of my worries. There was a creature there of another world. It claimed to be a demon come through the gate that opened when the invasion started years back. It was very interested in this whole area. It was asking me about Lord Shacklebrook, Lady Solwick, Divin Armstrong, various other people important to the running of this area. They wanted to know about the gangs in Stromheim, about various wizards and what spells Lord Shacklebrook could cast, things like this. Interrogated me for weeks on end, and Lady Cylindra was there as well. She'd already been captured, like I said. I was held in a small nook with her, and then one day a different type of imp maybe a smarter looking one and brown skin, came and said to her, "You never should have come to Shirebrook," and then killed her with its tail. And then the other creature came and dragged her body away. A day later, or even later that day, Lady Sulwick and my detective here arrived and killed the Mogramin, but the beast escaped. It's at Lodge, and that's what we're heading to High Castle for.
By Terrasso, what the hell is that?
I've been through some things in my life. I wasn't raised in a noble service. I was raised in the poorer districts of Stromheim. I've seen men do wicked things.
Yeah, his sister was a whore.
I've seen men meet terrible ends, but that thing chilled me, and I've not been able to sleep right since.
Blackpine Marsh has always been a dangerous place, but I thought the worst horrors there were hydras, says the guard.
My condolences about Lady Cylindra. I tried to patch her wounds after it happened, but whatever it was took her life quickly.
She was the best of Lord Armstrong's apprentices.
She
was a
treated
kind
my
and
wounds
gentle
once.
soul.
And I was wounded in Shirebrook many months back, and she treated my wounds.
And you told him it was an imp that killed her?
Yeah, it was some kind of... It was different. Maybe I misspoke before. The flaming things I think are called methods. This was more of an imp.
I know.
It was smarter. It spoke. It seemed more intelligent. It seemed maybe like it was in charge, or it and the other thing were in charge. The mongrel men and the methods seemed like servants.
Who's baby?
Did you say whose baby?
Yeah.
Mine.
Looking at the lady, I asked her.
Yeah.
What's its name?
That's a great question.
Imric.
Neil be like, I had a baby and I don't know the name.
It's called Imric now. Divan would have commanded her to name it after his fabled apprentice. Little baby Imric.
Sella.
Stella. Stella or Stella?
Sella.
Stella. Oh, nice.
After
Good
the High
name.
Princess of Drekis.
Lady Tulwick, right? No, Sulwick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You know your Drekisian
yeah.
nobility, says the mom.
Not really. I've come across the name once or twice, that's all.
I've
Are
read
you from
letters,
Drekis?
yeah.
No, I'm Eridonian. You might be able to tell by my accent. North Eridonian from a village called Honeywell off of the river. You've probably never heard of it. It's a small village.
You might know then. Is the road to High Castle beyond Stromheim safe? Like I said, I'm wounded, but I haven't had a chance to rest and recover, and we must make haste to High Castle.
I haven't been that way in more than 5 years.
And those scam-ass clerics want 10 gold a heal.
Well, there's the way most people live, and then there's the way that some people live. And
Blessed
that
are
is-
those.
That division will never die.
Well,
Does she seem like nobility or no?
No. Her
Okay.
accent is definitely working class, lower. Yeah. If she's hired these people, like by her accent, she kind of sounds like Nick. She sounds like some like lower class northern British,
Yeah, scum, yeah.
Right.
Sure.
But if she's like hired guards to sell some salt, this woman has clearly like risen high above her station. She was probably a daughter of a farmer or maybe like a beekeeper or some bullshit. Yeah.
Are the horses licking salt at all? Did they give them any or no?
Right now they're just eating grass, but
as
all right.
horses are wont to do.
that's what you would do.
Well, come on, Luther, let's help them keep going. Maybe they can travel the road with us.
Yeah, we could travel together. I will say that you'll probably hear my story when you return to Shirebrook, because the guide that I told you about was making haste there to tell Lord Armstrong once we were rescued.
There have, as the guards are working with the horses and you guys are helping with the horses, the woman with the baby is just sort of standing by talking. She'll tell you that, we've seen some, there've always been odd happenings in Shirebrook ever since it's been resettled. We know the rivers in the area and the woods in the area are home to all sorts of strangenesses. The Crystal Run and Hidden Valley have We're always been told not to go that way because there's creatures there. There have been oddities in Shirebrook. Nothing horrifying, but...
I've heard that Shirebrook was cursed long before these things arrived.
That's the local rumors, is that it's cursed. I haven't been giving it too much attention. And, anything happens and someone says it's a curse or a dragon or, a demon from another world or some sort of fell dark magic, Verasi born-again clerics around, something like that. But this talk of imps and monsters, such as you've described, does worry me.
It is worrying, yeah. And, I was in Stromheim when the demons attacked the city. I saw them up close. There were a few different kinds, but they weren't that numerous, and this was different to any of the ones that I saw or any of the ones that I've heard anyone else describe. Something else, although it did claim to come with them. In fact, I think it said it was one of the first through. But,
It told you it was one of the first through?
My mind's hazy. It was obviously a strange time, and I was on the verge of death. The whole days I was there.
Why
but yeah,
did they
I
not
think
kill
so.
you?
Well, like I said, I've been around the block. I grew up in Stromheim. I know the city well. I know the gangs there. I know Lord Shacklebrook.
But why would a monster such as you describe leave you alive?
It was very, very interested in what I knew. It seemed to want to keep me alive for as long as possible to get as much information out of me as it could. Luckily, I managed to spin it a yarn for long enough for my detective here to save my life.
Oh, yeah, and I did too. I get him out of all the trouble.
It's strange, though. In fact, Lady Cylindra implored me to make peace with what was to come and suggested there was no point trying to delay the inevitable.
Celinda, she corrects you.
Celinda, sorry.
It's okay. You guys, with the extra horse and your muscle, it should be no problem to get the car at least out of the road, and then the guards will start whacking the sides of it to clear off the mud and everything. It'll take some time to fully get everything up and ready, but after maybe 45 minutes of work or so.
As we're about to leave, I turn to them and say actually, one other thing. The night you were in Shirebrook, there was some unfortunate occurrence at Lord Shacklebrook's keep. It must have happened during the night, and it sounds like you arrived late and left early. I don't suppose you saw anything untoward while you were there, did you?
There's some silence throughout the group. And finally, the woman with the baby says, I thought I saw something, but it was very dark.
Please, tell me. I've just been investigating this before I left. Not many are awake at that hour.
I thought I saw a giant spider crawling up the wall of the keep. It was dark. It was hard to see, but there was... It looked like a giant spider sort of scaling up. I talked to she nudges towards the guards. They didn't see it, and when I looked back again, I couldn't make sense of it or find it. I dismissed it out of hand as just, eyes in the night. A little bit of moonlight.
What? Can you describe the spider? How big was it?
The moon was on the other side of the keep, so it was in shadow, but it was... He shrugs.
Big enough to rip a man apart?
Big enough to see from the inn. So...
Well.
Person-sized or horse-sized or something like that. I really couldn't tell you more. I only saw it for a little bit, and when I tried to see it again... And I wasn't interested. We were trying to leave. It was just a curiosity of the moment. I hadn't actually given it a second thought until you asked.
It's very useful information. In fact, I think you can be rest assured that what you saw was real. something quite
terrible. Should we go back and tell him,
night.
Luther?
Perhaps we should send a message when we get to Stromheim.
Okay, all right. You don't think you should ride back and I'll stay with these people and you'll ride back up?
How far out of Stromheim are we? How far out of Cauldron are we?
It would take you a day to ride back, to go and come back. It'd add a day to your journey.
I don't think this information unlocks anything. It's probably still a wizard.
Yeah.
So I think we just send a message when we get to Stromheim. I didn't catch your name. I'm Luther, by the way. This is Coop. I say to the lady with the baby.
You can call me Pigeon.
I'm Holly, and these are my guards.
Nice to meet you, Holly. Well,
doesn't introduce them.
We're heading through Stromheim. Would you want to travel together, or perhaps one of us is on foot, so we might slow you down?
He looks to the others. It is a bit of a dangerous road. If you don't mind the extra time, we might end up slowing you down, actually. The wagon is, we're going to have to go off-road for a while, and, I mean, she points to the mud. Look at that. You can't drive through that. And traveling off the trail, off the road itself, is a slow process. If you don't mind adding some days to your journey, we would welcome the company.
As much as I'd enjoy the company, haste is of great importance to us. We need to make it to High Castle as soon as possible. This is what Lord Shacklebrook's commanded, so I'll have to turn you down. But it's nice to make your acquaintance, Holly. Perhaps one day I'll see you in Shybrook.
She, shifts the baby to free one of her hands and reaches out a hand to shake yours.
Shake your hand.
Does she have a wedding ring on?
No.
Okay.
She's a harlot.
Or a widow.
Or a widow, true.
That looks like some good salt. Did you ever let the horses lick it?
Of course.
Oh, that's smart.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's my trade is salt.
Who are you selling this to in Shybrook? In Stromheim? One of the gangs or in the inner city?
No. We just go into the trading zone on the south side of town. Bring the cart around to a couple of different merchants in the area, sell what we can to them, and then sell the rest of it in the open market at reduced price just to get rid of it.
Okay. Well, good fortunes. I hope your business goes well.
Good fortunes to you as well. I will look for you if when I travel back through Cauldron, but it sounds like you won't be there, so perhaps another time we shall meet.
Yeah, hopefully. All right, well, good luck. I
waves.
Take my horse and head back to the road.
We go on.
Party
that
goes
was
on.
Interesting and useful.
Okay. It's another day of journeying. No, actually, you'll get to Stromheim late today. It's a nice, easy day along the road. It's springtime. The weather's warming, but there's still a little bit of a chill in the air. As I mentioned before, everything's really muddy. The road itself is just like a gross puddle, so you spend a lot of time walking beside the road. There are not a lot of people out here. As I said, muddy, crappy conditions everywhere to be found. But as you get closer to Stromheim, you start passing through like farmlands and villages and where there's a little bit more people, and you start to see more travel on the road. In this area, people are just plowing through the mud for at first, and then the road gets to be like better made, where someone has laid down gravel and the water hasn't soaked through and created a mess, and you can actually walk on like a proper road, not just like a well-worn trail.
Just saying, I know we can't do that much, but I pull my hood up over my head, try and conceal my weapons as best as I can. I don't want to be noticed for who we are in Stromheim, so I
think
do
we
our
should
best.
go around Stromheim.
Well, we need to send a message back to Cauldron.
The two-handed sword you cannot conceal.
Yeah, so can you go around Stromheim?
Of course, yeah.
Maybe
it's slower than going through it, but you can absolutely go around it.
Maybe, Pigeon, you should go in and send the message, and I'll wait outside for you.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. It's better to go around it because we cannot go through the abandoned zones and get ganked.
Well, we should. I mean, in theory, we should be able to go straight through the market, left around the inner city, and then straight out north, and not run into any trouble. In theory.
No, there's abandoned zones everywhere.
Is there?
Yes.
I will
Neil,
bring you back to a
anytime-
map.
Anytime we wanted to go to the market, we would have to go through an abandoned zone.
Oh yeah, I guess yeah.
Map's not resolved.
And we ain't going right.
Map's taking time to load in, but yeah, okay. I'll wait for you out front, and then we can go around together. Yeah.
Yep. I'll run in, Neil. I'll go pay a guy. I assume this is just rolled into our expenses. Or?
I write the note first, Neil.
Sure.
Wait, I don't have any writing.
He
paper, do I?
can dictate a note to the person who will write it.
Okay, I tell Pigeon what to say. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a gold to send the message, Pigeon. This is
off.
outside of your expenses. Yeah.
It's paid.
Easy peasy. You just tell them, hey, someone said they saw a spider, right?
Not someone. I say that we ran into the 3 women that I was looking for. They were from Shirebrook. They seem to be salt merchants. Not suspicious. However, traveling early in the morning, they did see a giant spider crawling up the side of the keep. Yeah.
Okay. Well, with that. Oh, yeah?
Love from Coop.
Oh, well, that's so nice. While this is happening,
Just a reminder, I am wearing Twin Towers' dad's wedding ring.
okay, yeah, but you're just
don't know
hanging
if
out
it's
in the outer
magical.
city in this area.
Yes, but I am wearing it nowadays.
Okay, it would be rare for someone to be able to notice that, but thank you for the heads up. I've rolled my checks here. Pigeon, you can go in. You can easily get this message and come right back out of the city. There's no problem. You know, the guards give you a little bit of blah, blah, blah. They're going to charge you some money to enter the city, but you've got the Stromheim accent. You're obviously from Stromheim, and the Stromheim citizens don't have to pay fees going in or out.
Yeah, I give him a, hey, you remember, I'm the guy who did the thing with the...
And they're like, yeah, go on.
Yeah!
Yeah. They tell you who you are. In the modern world, we kind of forget that it used to be easy to recognize where someone was from and who was out of place, and that there were vast language and cultural differences between even localized regions. But here that comes into play. While you're doing this, Pigeon, Luther, I need you to roll me a perception check.
Yes, I just realized that we're going to have to go through Copper Hill. Ha! Neil. 30.
Bro, why you
believe
doing me like this?
Tell me. That's 2 20s on perception checks in a row.
Okay.
I'll tell you this, I'm not going through Copper Hill. Fuck that.
I don't know about going through the hills, though. That's giant ant territory.
I would rather take my chances going to Longcast.
But didn't Angus or someone destroy the temple in Copper Hill?
No, that's where the new temple is in Copper Hill. We tried to go to Copper Hill before, no?
Yeah, we did. We did go to Copper Hill, didn't? Because we blackmailed him about the temple there, right? Like we blackmailed him saying that we
blackmailed him about the temple in Stromheim.
No, we said that we were going to tell
the
priest in Copper Hill that he was like using it as a throne.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure we heard that he had it burnt down. The one in Copper Hill.
Unsure.
I'm sure we heard that. But
Well, while you're waiting out on the nice, gravelly road, Luther, you notice this amateur attempt to pick your pockets. You're looking at the city. You're standing next to the horse. A shorter woman, really. She's probably in her 30s or so, early 30s, maybe very late 20s. Comes by, tries to slice the purse off of your belt, fucks it up so she doesn't actually cut the strings, but then keeps on walking. Fails. Rolls a 2 on her check. Fails to properly pick your pockets. And keeps on walking by like nothing happened.
I go up behind her and grab her by the shoulder and
let go of the horse. Yeah. She's walking like a normal person.
If I can still hold the horse, it depends how far away she gets before I can grab her. But I try and grab her.
Yeah, you put a hand on her shoulder because she's just walking. And I think as soon as your hand goes on her shoulder, she begins to sprint, and I need an opposed strength check.
Psh. Stop, criminal scum.
She rolls a 17 on her
26.
strength check. You
shit.
grab fast as she begins to like tries to scram, but you hold her still.
Oh, she rolled a 17 total.
17 total.
Trying to steal from the wrong person.
I don't know what you're talking about. Let me go. Unhand me. Help! Guards! Somebody help! This man's accosting me.
Open your purse.
Some of the people in the nearby area all of a sudden like back up and give you room. Most of them just keep doing their thing, like moving on the road, not trying to get involved. A couple stand by to watch. The guards of Stromheim are nearby, but they're guarding the city. They're not enforcing the law outside of the city gates, so they just watch with interest as this happens and kind of stop a few of the people at the gates.
I don't want to announce that I'm the Sheriff of Cauldron because I think that might get back to the Copperheads, so I'm not going to do that. I just grab the woman and I'm going to rifle through her stuff and take any gold that she's got on her.
Yeah. This encounter did
throw
not
us
go
in the
as
mud.
planned. I was just going to rob from
she's
you.
getting mugged.
Yeah. No, she's getting robbed.
Yeah. You will find 8 silver and 8 copper in her purse. Or in her pockets, I should say.
I take the silver, then I throw the copper on the ground. And then throw her on the ground as well. Scram!
She grabs the copper and hurries off towards the city, weaving into the little crowd that's developed.
I go back to brushing my horse.
All right, Pigeon, you come back out a moment later. Half hour later.
Come on, let's fucking go. We gotta get to
send the message?
Limestone. Yeah.
Limestone?
Yeah.
No. We're staying on the road.
No, I'm not going up there.
Why not? Copper Hill?
That's where Copper Hill is. We just go to Limestone, we take the mountains, we get to Longcast. Longcast up to High Castle.
The flatlands are dangerous, Pigeon. We can't do that.
Oh no, the flatland's pish posh. There's nothing there.
You didn't know that.
Oh yeah, I do.
How do you know?
Because we ventured the Golden Sea.
That's not the right way. That's not where limestone is.
No, but the Golden Sea is the same thing. Look at it. You look and you just see a bunch of,
What do you mean? I mean, it doesn't look the same because the way to limestone is through hills and woods, right? Whereas the Golden Sea is
None
just
of you have been
plains.
to Limestone. You know it's sort of northward, so...
No, but if I'm looking that direction, I see forests and I see hills. As evidenced by this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that doesn't look like this. Looks totally different.
Yeah.
Pigeon, let's just we'll keep our profile low. We'll go through Copper Hill. We don't have to raise any suspicions. It'll be fine. Plus,
I think this is a... Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't even know that they're friends, are they?
This is a bad idea, man.
Well, maybe we can go around Copper Hill.
We can't. There's a fucking river.
There's a river and there's a bridge right before Copper Hill. It is...
Oh, you can only get in that way, man. I'm telling you, you gotta trust me on this. Limestone to Longcast.
Limestone to Longcast is such a long journey with no Is there civilization in Limestone, Neil?
You have heard rumors of all sorts of things. Limestone was destroyed. Limestone was resettled. One of your people in your keep actually worked in and around Limestone for a while. Was it Blanche Bell?
Okay. We haven't got the money to pay for a boat. We can't go to Longcast. You just gotta suck it up.
Yeah, Blanche sort of lived in the Metallic Hills for a little while near Limestone. And she didn't go, like you've probably heard her talk about her time in this area. She said the area was a little dangerous and the people there really did not like Mystrians because, they're Eridonians, the war. It's a bad vibe. And she was trying to be a good person and be a knight and protect people. And she was sort of like a rogue knight in the woods and hills near Limestone. But she never went into Limestone during that time. So that implies that there might be some civilization, but Blanche Bell, the 4th level fighter, didn't go.
I don't know, man. I fancy my chances with Copper Hill more than the wilderness.
All right, I'll go to Copper Hill, but you see this fucking river?
Yeah.
I want to go around it. I don't want to go through Copper Hill, man.
You want to find
that
out?
shit is
if we get random encountered in those hills, I'm fucking dead. There's just no way.
Yeah, but if we get a random encounter inside fucking Copper Hill, we're cooked. These people, we just told them to fuck off.
I mean, I do agree that it is risky to go through Copper Hill.
So I'm saying like this is a quick in and out.
20 miles.
But this is okay. Well, then would you rather do this?
No, I don't.
Because I think this is crazy.
The thing is, we're looking at a map, but like we don't know how to get to Longcast from Stromheim. Is the problem? We get lost in the hills.
You kind of do. You just stay at the hill line the whole way.
I say we head up the road, and then during our 26-mile journey, you can convince me to go around the river.
All right. Yeah, we'll do that then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, you see, that's the last tree that we're gonna see until the Thistle Forest. We gotta cut it down.
What are you talking about?
We gotta use it as a bridge.
Oh shit. Okay. I mean,
how far across is this river, Neil?
You know,
we've
figured out
crossed it before.
Yeah.
We've been there before, though, Neil.
That's true. The river is not crazy wide, especially at the headwaters up here. You know, it gets a little bit wider the lower it goes. There's a bit of a cliff that runs through, like it goes through a bit of a gorge. It's not on flat ground. Any river might have fording spots. These things are sometimes easy to find, sometimes hard to find. They're definitely slow because you can't always tell how deep a river is. So you got to like go by and test the depth, then go down a little bit and test the depth. And it can be a cumbersome process finding a river crossing. Finding river crossings has stopped entire armies in history's past. And knowing where you can cross the river has allowed for great many advantages. You could find one.
Okay, then maybe up here, because I'm sure on the road we're gonna see like off ramps to like little shitty towns. Yeah.
Yeah. You cut out for a bit, but I think you're right. We go into one of the shitty towns and we ask if anyone knows if there's a fording spot.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. We make our way around.
So we'll do that. On the way, we're gonna look for little shitty towns.
We'll camp. The sun is beginning to set as you're making your way around Stromheim. And just like on the south side, on the north side of Stromheim, there's like a couple little villages very near to it for people who don't want to stay in the city for whatever reason. You can find an inn here. We'll fold that into your regular fees and rest in one of the little villages on the north side of Stromheim and continue our way. As you go...
Just to clarify, I'm not getting any health.
Right, not while you're traveling. Yeah.
Even with my willow bark?
Even with your willow bark. That's there to dull the pain.
Okay.
Yeah. It's all right.
Yep.
That's all right. You make your way up the road. You start asking at villages if there's a fording point around the river near Copper Hill. Now, just because we always want to have a little sense of danger here. When you're asking a local to take you off of the main road and around some obstacle, there's always the non-zero chance that the person who says, oh yeah, I totally know what this is like a bandit who's going to rob you or lead you into a shitty situation. How concerned about being scammed or screwed or lured into a trap are you guys?
I think that I'm a pretty good judge of character. And I know that Pigeon is good at spotting danger. So I think between us, we're pretty well equipped to avoid this kind of thing. We are also bandits in our own right.
Okay.
And also, you know, your average bandit, I am wounded, but we are far better fighters than your average bandit. So, you know, a healthy concern, but not too concerned.
Okay. Those two statements do seem to be quite contradictory, but I'll take them.
No, I mean, like, I have a healthy concern. I'm not unaware of the danger. I'm looking out for danger, but it's not enough to put me off trying.
Got it.
Yeah.
So, you're not going to remember this, Neil, but there's a guy named Roy who comes to town, aka Stromheim, with a caravan. And in my notes, I have jerks off people in bar. 30 red coats on... Hold on. I know. 30 red coats on Wednesday, February 10th. Okay, so at the very start of our campaign, probably 30 episodes, there was this guy who came from out of town named Roy with a caravan. He was in the Redcoats bar and stuff like that. I doubt that he lives in any of these small towns, but I'll just ask if you. Oh, you know Roy with the caravan?
He jerks off redcoats in Stromheim.
That's
I think
all
that was a
got on him.
metaphor, not a.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
I think he's like tries to be chummy with Redcoats.
Yeah.
And he came last time February 10th.
You know what year?
2 years ago? Yeah, it would have been 2 years ago because we missed the last February 10th.
Bill's frantically searching for mentions of Roy.
Well, I have.
It was just some random merchant.
Handjob Roy.
Yeah, handjob Roy.
Here he is, Handjob Roy.
You're asking in the villages about Roy, the merchant.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear this die hitting the table.
I heard one.
Yeah. I really should get a separate mic just for the sound of the dice. That'd be pretty
Good,
sweet.
That would be.
Yeah. The people in these villages, they're not familiar with. I mean, you say Roy, they're like, oh, Roy as it, and it's never the right Roy.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Now, you're asking around for how to get through this area. And one person here that you're asking about, or someone will show you, they'll direct you to a guide. They'll say, oh, yeah, young Willie. He does some hunting in the hills. He might know a way around the river. He lives, over here. You head over and
I
young
hand him
Willie.
a silver.
All right, nice. Young Willie happens to be home at this time, which is why we're telling this part of the story.
Okay.
Young Willie, when you're talking about going around the River Crux, he's sitting in his rocking chair on his porch. He's not that young. He's like 45. He's got his dad's old Willie. He's young Willie. These things happen. He's got a little knife and a little piece of wood that he's sort of just like, not making any shape, just sort of a carving shavings off and letting them fall on the ground around his feet for funsies. And young Willie looks at you guys and goes, yes, Willie's playing with his wood. There is a way around it, but you got to go up into the hills pretty far. Then you got to cross a bunch of little streams and then go around some hills and through a couple of canyons. You pop out on the other side of Copper Hill. It's a long way around. Why? I wouldn't ever recommend it to anyone. What's your concern?
I'll show him 4 gold. If you take us up there and show us the way through. 2 now, 2 after.
Looks at the gold. He stops his whittling for a moment. That's a mighty fine offer you've made there, son. Why are you trying to avoid Copper Hill, though? I don't want to join up with you if it's only going to get me in more trouble.
We're not trying to have any trouble.
Well, that's
We're
what I
trying to get to
mean
High
is,
Castle.
if you're trying to avoid trouble, it means you're in it already, right?
No.
No.
Just means that we're on important business. And we don't want people asking questions about who went through the town, things like that. We need to get to High Castle. We don't want any of those people in Copper Hill seeing us, asking questions, reports getting back, that's all. Just want to be nice and quick, nice and quiet. 4 gold's good payment, and 4 gold means no questions.
Well, I can save you a day or 2 of travel and a whole lot of heartache for half that amount.
How so?
He takes that as you accepting, although you definitely haven't.
I
Copper
assume you
Hill,
can smuggle us then, yeah.
completely destroyed.
Oh.
There's a temple there, no?
There was. The whole city got destroyed years back, as you know, probably. Some people started to rebuild it. Got a new temple in there. Clerics showed up. Started running the place. Built a good little fortress out there. Everything was going great. until Angus Smelter and his goons of hired mercenaries crossed the bridge into town, killed them all, set the place afire, and when it burned, came through and knocked out pillars, broke down walls, took that fortress that was fire charred, spent a week breaking it as far as possible.
Wow.
Everyone in this village, I say village, town, what used to be a town, either was driven out or enslaved.
Okay.
So
I
what?
put 2
To ghost
gold down
town?
on the table.
Well, it was a ghost town maybe 5 weeks ago. That's the last time I went through it. There were signs
All right.
around. Didn't look good.
That's useful information. Thanks very much.
Yeah, we'll go
Maybe we'll take our chance on the road then.
Well, you said you give him the 2 gold?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I put 2 gold down.
Yeah. I mean, he'll set the 2 gold on the armrest of his rocking chair, so it's like still visible. And he says, "Well, this is why I'm asking questions about what you're trying to avoid, because the danger you're looking to avoid might not be there, but might be elsewhere. You want to tell a young man?"
copperheads.
Listen, we're not. Stop talking in riddles, boys. We don't want to run into any gang members on the road from Stromheim.
That should be fine. All the gang members are behind us now.
All right, good.
Okay.
Was that
Well-
your only concern?
That's our only concern.
Well, he kind of looks down the road towards the main road. I
Back
saw
to
you guys
Stromheim.
coming up. Like you're in a little village, like just
Yeah.
ever so slightly off the main road where like Willie lives. So he points back to this main road. You're just ever so slightly off the road. He points back to it and goes, "That there village, though. That there village has plenty of. I wouldn't quite call them copperheads, but let's call them sympathetic folks who make a living selling information to those in the city. If you've come through this road and you think that they might know you, you might already have been sold out. As long as you're
Well-
heading away from Stromheim, though, you should be okay."
Thanks for the information, Willie. We're going to get back on the road and, enjoy the gold.
You sure?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Good luck, everybody. And
We get going now. I think that's a fair warning.
okay.
Like,
Yeah.
let's just
He looks like he wants to keep talking to you, and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
fucking move on. All right.
He's spinning us a yard.
Okay.
We'll take
Game
a boat on the way
recognizes
back,
game.
I think.
When it's not so hasty.
If we've got gold, we can.
Don't you have a ton of money?
We can wait.
Aren't you loaded?
Nick has a ton of money. He's just
No,
a fucking-
I've got 56 gold. I do not have a
Okay,
ton of money.
That's a
You're
ton of money.
fucking loaded.
It's not enough to pay for a boat, though, is it?
Well, not you can't buy a boat, but
It's probably not even enough to secure passage, is it?
I don't know.
2 people? It would be
We'll
if the
figure it
boat
out.
was going there anyway.
Yeah.
So if we can wait, yeah. Maybe we can rob someone in High Castle.
Okay. Later that day, the sun will go down well before you make the bridge to Copper Hill. Just camp on the road, camp off the road. It's open grasslands all around.
Doesn't matter. then.
Camp's the north of the road, yeah.
Okay.
Off the road, but not into the hills.
Okay. It's a quiet night in the hills. I'm sorry, in the grasslands. Yeah.
Yeah.
Quiet night.
Until.
Ain't that the truth? Maybe half an hour after the sun goes down, 2 of you are trying to get some sleep when you see a light in the grasslands.
Wait, coming from which way?
It's not really coming in any direction. It's north of you. You're north of the road, and it is north of you.
Okay.
And there's just sort of like a flickering, looks like a torchlight or something like that. A single one out in the grasslands, maybe 300 yards off, 300 meters off, for the Imperial
I mean,
challenged.
I'll stand up and take
Yeah.
a look.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just sort of flickering and waving out there.
What if he squints really hard?
Give me a perception check at disadvantage and -6.
Okay, so that does hit. That was nice.
Ah, missed by 1.
Jesus Christ, Mooten. If you had rolled even just a 10 on this second one, you're too good. No, it's dark and it's far away. You can't make out any other details other than there is a light out there. And it doesn't really seem to be moving.
It keeps going closer.
I mean, it's a fucking ghost or some shit. Just I don't know, man.
We wait. I'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing good that's gonna come of it. It's not a wish fish.
How's the horse? Is the horse like anxious?
The horse is asleep.
Okay, that's good. That's good
Up
news.
or down? Lying or laying?
Laying on its legs.
My mind races with thoughts of skeletons.
All right. I mean, I'm not going to it, so unless it gets
Ghosts
closer
and
and I
shit.
can see what it is, then
Nope, that's fine. The next day, you can move on towards Copper Hill.
Whew. That was creepy.
But maybe Pigeon was right. Because you're going to come to a bridge.
Oh, fuck. Here we go.
You're walking towards Copper Hill. There's the bridge that crosses over the river.
Oh, there's people trying to charge a fee to go over it.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Was he able to give us like a good explanation of the fording spot?
No.
He didn't
Sounded
give you a fording
complicated.
spot. When he was talking, he just mentioned you would have to go up into the hills and cross a couple of things. He didn't describe the location at all.
Got it.
Cross a couple of streams and you come out the other side of Copper Hill, he said.
Yeah. You don't realize what's going wrong until you're just at the bridge. And when you get to the bridge, because the bridge sort of like arches up and over, and it's as you're stepping onto the bridge that you become aware of the bodies. There are... Let me give them a little count here. 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see 7 bodies. Most of them in the river, a couple of them on the other side of the river. And as you're sort of pausing and taking a look about, you begin to see a few more. And then you see a heavily armored dwarf, a shield resting at his side, sitting with his back against a tree.
I mean, I would probably call out.
Is he wounded?
He
You okay,
is
buddy?
badly wounded by the looks of
All
it. He kind of lifts his head
What happened here?
and gives you a wave. Orcs and bandits working in harmony.
Oh, that's terrible.
Bastards.
Oh.
The road's safe? It's a high castle.
He shrugs. I thought it was safe until this.
Where are you from?
Farnham.
Do I know what the fuck that is?
Probably not.
I don't know
Where
what the
you
fuck
headed?
that is, man. I'm from Stromheim.
I just start leading the horse over to go and so
Yeah, I mean,
this guy.
I'll go. I trust him for some fucking reason.
What? You headed to High Castle?
No, all the way. Stromheim.
Oh. Well, we've just come that way. The road's safe down there at least.
Mm-hmm. I wish you'd shown up 20 minutes ago.
You kill, like, were you traveling in a group?
He shakes his head. Just me.
So, these the bandits or what?
Yeah, he points to this guy. Well, that was their leader. And, them over there is orcs. I spent a little time chucking the bodies in the river off the bridge, but I got real tired. I'll give you a silver if you chuck the rest of these bodies in the river for me.
Keep your coin, friend. I'll give you a hand.
Yeah. As you get closer, Nick and Lucas, especially Lucas, you're gonna notice that this shield he's got, make it a little bit bigger. It's got the symbols for Velmontarius, god of justice, and Varasi, goddess of death. And this shield, if ever an object has like screamed magic to you before, this is it. Because the dwarf is bruised and battered and blood spattered, and he's got like a javelin that's like laying next to him that's got like nicks in it and is a little bit rusted on the top, and he's got, you know, a warhammer kind of tucked away that you can't see very well. But the shield, there's not a dent on it, and he was just in a fight for his life. Yeah. There's no blood on it. This
obviously I can't communicate this to Pigeon, but as a smart individual, I hope he realizes that this guy's just killed 9 people and is on about 30% HP. He's probably still got 20. I mean, you might be able to backstab him and kill him. Neither of us can use a shield. I start carrying bodies into the river.
You start,
and I'm saying to him like, you fight all these on your own?
Yep.
You must be some warrior. We're lucky to have you. Thanks for doing our job for you. I'm a sheriff down in Cauldron.
I'm an avenger out of Tharnum.
Can't say I've ever been to Tharnum. Is that in the Dwarven territories?
Mm-hmm. It's the gateway to the Dwarven lands. Uh-oh.
What
Mooten just rolled an 11 on a willpower check.
What business you got in Stromheim?
Oh, as I said, avenging is my business. I'm searching for the people who betrayed Tharnum during the war. Open the gates, let the undead through. Someone worked with the enemy, worked with the monsters, helped.
I was there when it happened.
Would I be able to get a sneak attack off?
I know Stromheim quite well.
He's sitting, with his back against the tree. So getting behind him would actually be really hard right now. If you could get him distracted.
You want to patch up your wounds?
You're being baited so hard right now, Moots. You're being baited so hard.
I'm asking. I'm not even sure if I'm going to do it yet.
I say to him,
if you could get Luther to distract him and look the other way, you could.
I'm distracting him right now. I was in Stromheim when that happened. I know the city really well. I grew up there. What do you know about the people you're looking for?
He starts describing some people by looks or by names, but they're no one that you've ever met or heard of, unless you'd like to pretend you did.
No, I say.
So the only reason I'm thinking about it is because we do have people back at home
who could use a magic shield. Oh, for sure.
We could absolutely use a magic shield.
We couldn't, but
no,
Cauldron could, yeah. But let's just do a little thing. Let's say this guy's like a level 7 fighter.
I think I'm leaning towards just leaving him alone.
He might have
it's also just
50
evil
health.
just to do this, man.
Yeah. So
when have you been a good person?
You could still have like 25 health left.
I think I could get him.
I think you probably could get him. But if you fuck up, we're dead. Like,
yeah,
I might have to help him. I might have to help him kill you at that point.
The dwarf, you've moved the bodies, and he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a silver coin for each of you and flicks them in your direction.
Keep the coin, friend. Like I said, you saved me a job.
No. You've done some good work. You've taken the bodies off the road as it should be. You should be rewarded for your efforts.
All right, fine. I take the silver coin. How long are you going to be waiting here?
As well. Oh, just gotta rest my knees a little bit. I've already done all the healing I can. Just taking a little breather. Swinging He raises his war hammer, swinging a hammer around a lot. Where is you how? And the pack, he points to the pack at his side, which is bulging with stuff. It was heavy. They ambushed me. I didn't see him coming. Didn't have time to take the pack off.
You're a cleric.
Well, you have paladins. We have avengers. A cleric, warrior, avenger, whatever you want to call it. Holy warrior.
You're a paladin?
No. No, paladins are ultimately different, but closest you can get.
Well, come on, let us have a meal with you at least.
No, my friend. Yeah, I am heading to High Castle to appeal to the lords there for help with a foul beast the likes of which you couldn't even believe. Why don't we spend the night together and let me tell you my tale? Because I fear that no one in High Castle would be as worth telling this story as to you. This is a threat to our entire kingdom.
Your kingdom.
Something that, well, to the all the lands of the continent, to all of Arcadia.
To be honest, all of Eridon.
Really?
Yeah.
He kind of perks up at this. A threat to all of Eridon, huh?
I guarantee you, if you hear my tale, I can't tell it quick. It's well, I'm still wounded from the ordeal. It was awful, but I feel like I must tell you.
And what was your name? I'm Pigeon.
I reach out a hand.
Oh yeah. He will, get to his feet. His shield is just resting on the ground. His pack is resting on the ground. His warhammer does hang from his side. And you know what, Pigeon? Maybe it's just a dwarven warhammer, but God, that ain't that. I mean, there's like gems in the handle of that warhammer.
I know, Neil.
This guy's crazy though. He's a paladin. That's wild.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with him.
I say
he gets to his feet and he shakes each of your hands and he says, "My name."
When he's shaking Luther's hand, I'd have a chance to backstab him. Yeah.
My name is Thoros.
I don't.
Thoros. My name's Luther. I'm the sheriff in Cauldron, and my Lord Shacklebrook of Cauldron. His father is a noble of some repute in Stromheim. If you were to help us with our problem, perhaps my lord could help you with yours.
I'm Pigeon. I'm the best locksmith in the world. And,
I point to his magic shield and his magic sword.
I used to have a magic item like those.
Did you now? What happened to it?
Yeah, it got taken by Lady Redwood. It was a shitty one. It was a dagger. If I threw it, it would do it.
Lady Tolwick.
Oh, sorry, Lady Tolwick. If I threw my dagger right, it would go through someone's metal. It'd go through their armor and it'd hurt them real good.
Dagger of throwing.
No, none.
Not returning though. Pretty shit, am I
right? He kind of pats his warhammer. I'd never throw this one.
That's smart, yeah.
Sure. Let's have a meal. He sits back down again, huffing and puffing.
How's is it nightfall? Almost nightfall? Are we spending the night here?
It's barely been like an hour since you got up. It's early in the day.
We'll have breakfast here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Give him your spiel.
I'm not going to go through it again. I've just already done it to one NPC. I tell him the same story in the same way.
Okay. He hears your story and he nods along with it. As you regale him, he's like, that doesn't sound great.
It's not. And perhaps you could travel past Stromheim and come to Cauldron and speak to my lord there. I'm sure you could find glory in pursuing this.
I don't doubt that that's true, but I'm on a quest of my own, and I can't deviate from it until it's done.
Well, I understand, but perhaps if you find need of a noble with influence in the inner city of Stromheim, consider heading to Cauldron. If I'm there, I can get you an audience with our lord.
I'm looking for those suspected of betraying Tharnum to the late Count Vicious.
I spit on the ground.
He spits as well.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't know anything about that. I give him a quick spiel about Barbara Ann if he needs information.
Yeah.
There's a lady. I give him the fucking location. Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah. If you head there,
we're not doing it. We're not taking the bait.
No.
Nope. If you head to the Grimy Gremlin in the west part of Stromheim, you can find it. It's near a butcher's shop. I tell him the street it's on, Neil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You ask, they're probably not going to let you in, but if you ask for Barbara Ann and tell him that Luther and Pigeon sent you, there's a chance she might speak to you. You'll have to pay a good gold. Her services are expensive, but nothing goes on in that city that she doesn't know about.
I appreciate your help. He starts fishing around in a pocket to pull out some more money for you. Pulls out a couple more silver coins.
We're not beggars. Just keep it, man.
Yeah.
We don't care.
Yeah.
No. I know that you don't need the coin, but it's about the integrity of our actions. You helped me.
I understand.
And I owe you one. And I don't want to be owing you debts beyond this. So please take it. He hands you each another 2 silver. Yeah.
Okay.
I refuse.
Cool. I take it. I take his silver.
Listen, if I ever see you again and I need you, I'm gonna need you to owe me that one.
That's a smart man right there, he says, wagging a finger at you, and he puts his 2 silver back in the pocket.
Okay.
He goes over to his pack, undoes it, rummages around, hoists out a book and a little writing kit. What'd you say your name was?
Pigeon, and I'm from Cauldron.
He flips to a page and writes, Pigeon from Cauldron in Dwarven, or who knows what he's really writing, in his book. And then puts some ponce, some little sand to help the ink dry on it, and wipes it away, shuts the book, tucks it all back into his bag.
That's very Warhammer of you, Neil, because in Warhammer, the dwarves have this great book of grudges where they write down every time they've got a grudge against someone else.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, this is an anti-grudge.
It's the opposite. Yeah, it's the opposite of that. Yeah. Okay, cool. I mean, this guy was awesome.
Yeah, I'll let him off. He'll do his thing,
Yeah, that's crazy.
You're having lunch with him. You could.
I could. I know.
But we don't.
No,
we don't.
I let the 2 magic items go on their way.
We've
and
grown
the
as
plate.
people. It's such bait, though. I reckon he'd destroy. If he's
What
a
would I
paladin,
have
he's
got?
got.
Let's see. Hold on.
There you go.
Ooh.
There you go. That's why you don't risk it.
I mean, you would get another +4 probably for the back attack and sneak attack of everything, but that's
He's in
still
plate,
only
right?
a 13.
Yeah.
He's in chain.
He's in chain.
chain.
But
Yeah,
that still
a miss.
wouldn't have hit. Yeah.
Nope.
And his counterattack would have been, yeah. So yeah.
+9. I was hoping that we could spend the night with him and he might heal me, but I guess that's out of the question.
No, he already dropped all his healing on himself, which is
Smart.
awesome to hear.
We wave him off.
Okay.
We pick up the horse and carry on.
All right.
What an interesting journey. So many fun and interesting people on the road, Pigeon.
Yeah, I would have went through all the bandits' pockets, but I only
Oh.
did 2. So, any money?
Even on the other side of the bridge, like, did you cross the bridge?
No, I wouldn't have crossed the bridge. No.
Okay.
You would have picked up 12 silver and 12 copper. Wow, we just getting doubles today.
Nice.
I'll leave the copper.
Cool.
For the fish.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you leave him
Okay.
be, and you can head on in to the ruins of Cauldron. Not
I'm just
Cauldron.
right. I'm
Copper
noting
Hill.
this guy. Thoris Ironside.
Mm-hmm.
He owes me a favor.
Mm-hmm.
He's from Tharnum. Where the fuck is that?
It is.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, it's way up there.
Near Meadstead. Nice.
Dwarven Avenger. What was it? Velmontarius and Verassi.
Mm-hmm. Those are
Mhm.
his chosen gods. For the people out there who are desperately wondering, Avenger is not a class. He's just a multi-classed fighter cleric. It's more of a social position than a unique class.
So someone opened the gate. Did Luther know that?
Oh, you don't know anything
no,
about what
no.
happened to Tharnum.
Oh, it wasn't opening the gate to Stromheim. It was opening
No.
the gate to Tharnum.
Yeah. His beef is that Tharnum was, fucked over.
Right, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Well,
Well,
you
not cool.
move through the ruins of Copper Hill. Now, you've been through here once before, and it's very ruined like before. But that
That's
new
Tharnum.
keep that had been rebuilt is definitely destroyed, set afire, and whatever stonework was there has been, not all of it toppled flat to the ground. Like, it's a lot of work to completely deconstruct a castle. But damaged well enough that it is toppled and ruined useful no more. You will also find some crucifixes that have been put in the ground. There's no bodies on them anymore, The bodies have long ago either been taken down or rotted off or been pulled apart by animals, but the crucifixes themselves still stick in the ground near the temple. And there's a large crater in the middle of town, which is filled with water at this point. So it's more of a pool, a swimming pool, than a crater.
Okay.
Luther, let's do a heist in Confluence.
Why?
Money.
All right, well, let's... Is it on our way?
Not really.
We have to get to High Castle as soon as possible, but after
Fine.
that, I'm open to it.
Well, if you're open to it, I mean, we just cross over. We go to Crownhold. I can get in McGarry's vault.
Sure, you couldn't even steal from Lady Tulwick. What makes you think you can steal from Imric McGarry?
Oh, piss posh. That guy must have been a dragon slayer himself.
We all get unlucky sometimes. Yeah, we follow the road, Neil. I don't linger in Copperhill.
Sure, you move
Gives
on
me the
through
EBGBs.
quickly. Yeah. You pass by. You don't want to take a look at the lake or the ruined keep?
No, fuck them.
You don't want to go
Not
take a look
really.
at the crucifixes?
No.
I mean, I don't think that Angus would have left any valuables behind.
Nope.
So,
It's all right. We make plans anyway. They're fine.
okay.
Why don't we take a short break and come back on the other side with a little more hardly heroes
Okay.
who are behaving surprisingly heroic today, helping
You keep
people
being-
get out of the mud, helping
you keep
not
being
killing
surprised.
the murder the pickpocket who tried to steal from you, leaving the dwarf and his magic items intact. You guys have really turned over a new leaf. I keep expecting you to fall back into your old ways, but maybe we'll need to rename the campaign.
If you'd have given the dwarf a greatsword, maybe we'd be in a different position.
Ah.
There's where you go wrong.
Well, we'll see you on the other side of a break. All right, party. We continue our journey. And as we leave Copper Hill, the ruins of Copper Hill behind, and travel along the hillsides, we see relatively few people. A couple of caravans where there's 6 wagons all coming together under an armed patrol comes through. You'll see a group of 4 knights riding together in a single column at one point, but not a lot. And whatever you do see tends to be larger groups of people. You are the only twosome on the road
Okay.
so far.
Do the knights interact with us at all? No.
They look at you. They acknowledge your existence, but they don't give you any sort of
I go.
Are they from High Castle? Is that obvious? Are they?
They're
carrying
waving
that flag?
banners of families. When Pigeon starts pelvic thrusting them, the knights come to a stop. There's 4 of them. They're
give 'em
wearing
a wave.
chain and shields of spears. They got
I give him
long
a
swords on
wave
their
and
sides.
I give I
Luther, show him the writ.
Greetings,
What
Lord Knights.
foul gestures are these?
Excuse him.
It's to get your attention.
He was raised. He was dropped on his head as a child. But
My
it's good
mom
that he's
was a
caught your
whore.
attention. He has a condition. His mouth, he just says things.
I have a nephew like that. Says outlandish things without being able to control it.
Exactly.
I understand.
But it is good that he got your attention, though. We are traveling to High Castle. I'm the Sheriff of Cauldron down south, and I have an important message from Lord Shacklebrook that I need to bring to the highest authority I possibly can. There's a threat.
Who is Lord Shacklebrook?
He is the Lord of Cauldron.
I see.
Sexy, I say.
Just gonna play into it.
There is. I've recently been through an ordeal most foul with creatures from another dimension that represent a threat to the whole of Eridon. Lord
Again?
Shacklebrook has bid me again. Well, a remnant of the same event, I fear. Perhaps good night. Maybe this is a fortuitous meeting. I'm not sure what your business is south on the road, but I need someone to get me an audience in High Castle with a high authority. perhaps one of you could be my representative.
Elthora smiles on the living.
I hand him the missive.
He takes
Plus,
a look.
if they come with us, you can keep this up for the whole session.
They're headed the opposite direction of you. They're headed away from High Castle. The lead knight will take it and read through it.
Does it mention the threat itself, or does it just say, "Listen to my sheriff"?
The missive signed by Lord Shacklebrook says that there are remnants of demons that have been found that are gathering their strength and searching for information. We suspect they are getting ready to strike something. We need I'm going to paraphrase, but we need help, and we need someone to come and see what we have seen to report back to you, right? It's not like send 50 men immediately. It's like send an ambassador to come down so you can actually understand what we're talking about. It's very reasonably written.
Shacklebrook's good at that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He looks through it.
Your mother will be mine.
He continues to ignore Pigeon. He hands you back the writ. This is very disturbing news.
Indeed.
When our business is conducted in Stromheim, if we are not urgently needed in High Castle, I will make a journey to Cauldron. But I cannot promise much. There's dangers afoot in the city.
Well, there always are. I was raised there myself. Perhaps I could assist you. Who are you looking for, or what is it that concerns you? I know the city well.
Angus is a bad man.
The boy speaks true. Angus Smelter is a bad man indeed.
I do not know an Angus Smelter.
No.
I do know that there have been a series of murders of high-ranking nobles in the inner city, Stromheim.
Well,
The nobility are in trouble.
I'm afraid my experience lies in the outer city. Good luck. Although, I would ask one last favor of you, good knight. Is there perhaps someone in High Castle I should speak to or seek out? They may help me in my mission here.
He grimaces. I wish I could be of more help. When was the last time you were in High Castle?
I'm afraid I've never been there.
With your mom.
The city... Stromheim churns in the streets as, no offense, petty peoples fight over squabbles of land. High Castle is a divided city itself, but it's not thieves and bandits. It's houses against one another. Many people are armed, or set to arms and ready to tear each other apart. We've had 6 monarchs in the last 6 years.
That is unfortunate.
Mm.
Thank you
Who
for
is
the
the
warning.
king?
He looks, and then no, he's just saying.
Thank you for the warning.
Whoever it is that you do find to speak to, you may wish to be wary. I myself am pledged to none in High Castle. I come from Stromheim, and me and my men, he points to the knights behind him, who are sort of restless and waiting, are acting as escorts to bring families from Stromheim to High Castle. There are a great many
no
who
magic
think...
in the inner city of Stromheim. Lost it all.
There are many who think it's best to leave Stromheim to the bandits and thieves. Although I fear High Castle is not in a much better place.
Well, that's a poor omen for what I intend to achieve, but I appreciate the information nonetheless. Good luck in Stromheim, and I'll hope that you wish me the same in High Castle.
Best of luck to you, Sheriff.
Luther.
I'm Kel Rosewood.
Kel Rosewood, a pleasure.
Gonna give me a lucky halfling foot.
Okay. I bid them adieu.
Dwarf on the road, very friendly.
They trot on.
Good for them.
I turn to Pidge. If you pull that shit when we're speaking to like the king or some shit in High Castle, I'm gonna lose my
Well,
mind.
they were mad about my thrusting. I had to do something, man.
Smart thinking. All right, they worked.
Oh yeah, you just gotta act crazy.
Yep. When does the act end and reality begin?
When your mom's not a whore.
That's your mom, mate.
Oh yeah, you're right.
We carry on. That was good. God, we met such. This is a great road.
Lovely
We
time
carry
of
on.
year, lovely weather.
Yeah, great weather. Look at the way the sun's setting over the thistle forest.
There was only one ghost.
Just one ghost, yeah. No threats otherwise.
We begin to move deeper into the Bramblewood, an area pretty overgrown. Some areas have lots of chaparral, other areas have tall trees. A twisting, winding road finds the easiest route between all of them. The paved sections are mostly lost at this point in time. It's not been well maintained. It's mostly dirt everywhere you go. Pigeon. Something is afoot.
Kobolds.
I need you to roll me a die. Let me figure out what I need you to roll, though, before we do it.
These damn kobolds. Mama Beatrix.
Yep. They breed like rabbits. Some say the kobold is blessed by Martha.
You have 17 perception, right? So that gives you a +2 on your surprise adjust.
Yep.
So roll me a d10 and don't roll a 1.
Let's go.
Yeah. You're walking with your horse through the Bramblewood when you spot these small creatures. Some might call them kobolds. Bastard. It's no fun when you call the encounter ahead of time. And you spot them on either side of the road. I'm going to bring you to an encounter page. Now, initially, plan was to just... you guys are way down here.
The plan was what? So just a surprise ambush us?
The plan was to not show you where they are on the map because you can't really see them. So I didn't give them their HP bars. But since Pigeon, man that he is, rolled a successful check, I'm just going to throw up some HP bars. And you can see, if you zoom out, there's about...
How small are these guys?
They're small creatures, yeah.
They're tiny.
There's about 15 kobolds on each side of the road.
What the fuck?
Luther, we gotta turn around. There's too many kobolds.
There's what? What's a kobold?
Little dog monsters.
The fuck? I look over in the direction of the forest.
Fucking forest, bro.
You sure?
There's
No, I don't say
there's
that.
like
I
30
trust
of them.
him.
Come on.
All right, let's go. And turn around.
I don't really know what yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be a good idea to go in the forest.
It wouldn't, no. I think maybe you should watch them and wait for them to leave and then we make a run for it or something. I don't know. They're going to be what? I mean, they might ambush us if we camp here.
Yeah. Do I think I can... I don't know. Do you have animal lore or like monster lore or anything?
No. I have a non-weapon proficiency spare. I take kobold lore now. Roll a kobold lore check.
Oh.
I get a 36.
If only.
Assuming it's strength based. Yeah.
If only.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Maybe we get on the horse and we make a run for it.
That's what I was kind of thinking too. We could push the horse, right?
We could push. We could both get on the horse and we could kneel, right? That's fair.
What is the combined weight of the two of you? Because horses do not have infinite
Well, I'm not
carrying
too worried about
capacity.
that either. I'm also way faster than these guys. You just let Nick push the horse, and I can just fucking zoom too.
Maybe
This is a riding horse, yeah?
Yeah, it's a good horse.
Its
let me see what
base
it is.
Is it a
movement-
war horse?
No.
Must be a riding horse, yeah.
they go at they go at their base movement with up to 180 pounds, and then they're at half move or something with 270, and then up to 360 is like crawling speed.
Oh shit! So no good then.
Yeah, if both of you were to hop on the horse, your horse would be, with all of your gear, it'd be too much.
Even just me on the horse would be.
How much do you weigh
enough.
without your pack?
3. Without my pack?
Yeah.
273.
Ooh. Yeah, no, even without your pack, you're not in a... Wait, you can't be 273 without your pack. There's no way.
Well, it's got my chainmail and that's with my greatsword. Okay.
Oh,
You
wow.
don't have chainmail anymore.
No, you're
I
right.
do
That
have the
is
chest.
that is 273. That
Oh,
is
give a chest, yeah.
Oh, because you weigh 220 off the bat. Yeah.
Yeah. Luther's a big guy.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
when you
weight.
ride your horse is moving at like a slower rate, which is still better than normal human walking. You could maybe bolt your horse through here and push it pretty hard because you don't have to go that far.
Yeah.
But with all of your stuff, it'd be, it's a lot for your horse to carry and gallop.
Yeah.
Can we just fucking pay him off?
I don't know how that's gonna work.
Let me deal with this, okay?
I look at you. Sure.
Yeah. I'll go
All
up
right.
a little bit, Neil,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll call out to the kobolds that I see. I'll wave at them.
I see you! I see you! Anyone speak common?
Reference my kobold.
I stand by my horse, Neil.
I'm gonna speak orc and goblin.
My hand on the sword.
Chances of any of them speaking common are low, but not zero.
There's not 30 of them though.
No, none of them speak common, or at least none of them respond in common.
I kind of shrug. I don't know what to do.
Well, you've been waving at them, so they clearly
Yeah.
see you, and that you see them, and they see you, and they're not the smartest of creatures, but
I'll like jingle. If I know that they see me, then I'll jingle like a bag of coins.
Interesting. I need a kobold
I'll
intelligence
throw the
check.
bag of coins up here.
Okay. One of the packs, the group, will come forward. Small little creatures. You chuck the bag and they hurry over to where it is, all of them. They have little shitty wooden tiny spears in their tiny little kobold canine hands with their long snouts and fangs that come out and their slicked back soft ears. And they grab the bag, sort of like they do the grab, and then one of them goes aside and they shut it again, and then the whole group sort of like circles around it and starts looking at it very intently, losing focus on you, all looking towards one another in the bag.
Nice.
And
Come
then
on, Luther, let's go.
some other ones hurry on over too to take a look at
They
it.
want the money.
Can we go around, Neil? Like, can we go? Can we go
well-
like this?
You can do whatever. You could try to go around. Yeah, I don't. That doesn't mean that they're not going to ambush you anyway. But you can do whatever
I
you
know.
want. You want to go?
Let's go quickly.
Okay. I get a bag of silver ready, Neil.
You get a bag of silver. You go by. Okay.
I walk with my horse on my my horse shielding me from any arrows that might come from the side that we're walking past. You know?
What was the bag that you threw on the ground, Mooton? Was
29
it silver?
silver.
29 silver. Okay. Yeah. Did 29 silver?
Yep.
Interesting.
It's all my silver.
There's 30 kobolds, and as you begin to move around, and they begin to move past, and they all begin to gather round the bag, very interested, they soon realize there's someone's going to get shorted 1 silver. And as the party moves on, you can see a fight break out amongst the kobolds.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
They're pack animals, and they've got to establish hierarchy, and the people at the bottom now have to fight each other to see who's not going to get the money this time. And you can hear the yipping and the howling, and you can see dust getting kicked up and all sorts of like snapping at each other as the kobolds, no spears, but like claws and hands, go a small group of 4 of them go at each other in the fight over who's the lowest pack member.
Mate, that was absolutely genius. I'm so impressed. Well done. That was sick.
That was really good.
Let's fucking go.
Okay. You bypass the kobolds in the Bramblewood very cleverly.
Nothing can stop us.
And 2 more days pass without issue until you come to the ford.
All right.
Way up here near Confluence. It's been like a week on the road. You've been traveling. You've encountered kobolds and dwarves and weird old men who play with their wood in public.
Knights,
yeah. And eventually you come
Babies.
down this like hillside because this river, the Tam River, sits in a great gorge. And down at the very bottom is a fording place. And on the far side of the fording place is a shrine, a medium-sized shrine. It's got a little roof. It's got a couple of little figures up there. Little statues of all the gods kind of separated into, the 4 big ones, the upper gods, the lower gods, the summer, the spring, the fall gods. And the monk sitting out in front of this is clearly blind. His eyes are milky and unfixed. But as you cross the water, the little shrine is quite next to the water, he calls out to you, silver for the gods, travelers, silver for the gods.
of course. I walk over to him.
Which gods?
Which gods are important to you?
I put a silver down in the shrine.
I like Martha and Jexel.
Well, there's a little plate in front of each deity, and there are copper coins, silver coins, and gold coins kind of scattered throughout them. Obviously, the big 4 have more. Astaire has a lot. Malchus has a lot. Malchus is the god of humans, but he's also like the god of travelers, and this is on the road, so pretty useful.
Let's see.
Lots of Eris, the goddess of tranquility, has quite a few coins. She's not quite the god of travelers, but there's a little bit of overlap. When you want a peaceful journey that doesn't have any problems, you might donate to Eris. And the monk is very clearly blind.
More bait, Neil, really? More bait. I put a gold coin, Neil, in the plate of Nerul. And I say a little prayer.
Family, home, society, the hearth.
For the success of our mission and for the protection of Cauldron. A gold coin, Neil, not a silver coin, a gold coin.
Gold coin. The gold.
Are there any...
Okay.
sorry.
No, go ahead.
Are there any plates with no gold on them?
Yes.
Or like nothing on them?
Yes, absolutely.
there's
There's no money for Bellum or Seor or Terran or Ephra. No coins for Mathis and Safia. No coins for Ponos or Terrassa or Solt. No coins for Relcor. Yeah.
Excuse me, monk.
Yes, son, says the old man.
I see there's a lot of gods with nothing on them. I got a gold coin. Could I take 10 silver and then put the silver on all of the other ones?
He kind of reaches around behind him, pulls out a little box, opens it up, and he feels around for silver because each coin weighs the same amount. So gold coins are small, silver coins are larger. And he finds 10 silver coins and hands them up to you.
I give him a gold.
Yeah, he puts his gold in the right slot.
I'll go around and I'll put, a silver on each one of the gods who doesn't have one.
Okay. Very wise, young man. Very wise. Can I offer you an ear?
Sure.
I cannot see your face. I cannot tell people who you are, but I can hear your confessions. If you need to unburden your soul, I will hear what you have to say. If you need guidance in matters of spirit or morality, please, I am at your service. We all have sins to confess. We all have
I almost
weights.
stole from my boss recently.
Oh. Was it going to be a lot?
I give him the spiel about how much gold it was going to be. I think it would be.
Did you say you don't say Shacklebrook or Cauldron? Okay.
I'll say my boss. I'm going to say it was going to be like 50,000 gold.
That is a great sum of money.
Mm-hmm.
What stayed your hand, young man?
Well, he saved me and my friend here. And I'm trying to be a good guy now.
You've been tested, and you have found yourself.
Found myself multiple times on this journey.
Hmm.
Do you remember the dwarf who came through here?
There have been many dwarves traveling through.
You would have heard like heavy armor clinking recently.
Mm-hmm.
Thorin or whatever. He was an Avenger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had magic items. I thought about killing him.
And yet
Or
you
just
didn't.
grabbing it. No, I didn't.
A great many temptations have come your way. And
Yeah.
yet...
Maybe I'm cured.
Perhaps. Perhaps you should put an extra coin in the plate of Cheese. Many think of her as the goddess of beauty and grace, but really, she is the goddess of the way things are and the way we want things to be. You are trying to change your stars. You are trying to present a new and different side of yourself to the world. You're not just trying to alter how people see you, you're trying to alter how you see yourself. I think Cheese is your goddess today.
Okay. I put a gold in there.
And what about your friend? What do you have to confess?
The list is long, my monk friend. My youth was spent in foul deeds. Most recently, I murdered a friend.
I'm sorry, did you say murdered?
I did.
A friend of
Who the hell
yours?
did you kill?
Yeah, a friend of mine, yeah. He was, we were all working together. And,
Oh, yeah.
he wanted out. We couldn't let him go. But it was a mistake. After it happened, nothing was the same again, and our group fell apart.
Everything went to shit after Percival died.
But I found redemption since. I've turned a new leaf. I'm a sheriff now.
It's quite a far away from murderer.
Indeed, but a good sheriff knows how a criminal thinks.
Was your
Yeah, I wanna be-
friend a criminal?
He was.
Did he deserve death for his deeds?
I don't think so, but you might disagree. He was certainly a murderer as well.
I want to be a knight.
A young man of aspirations.
I've put some coins in the rules dish, and I've said a prayer both for my new home and for my lost friends. If you find the time, Monk, maybe tonight you could say a prayer for Helmet. Wait, was it Helmet, Neil?
Percival.
Percival, for Percival.
Perhaps you should place a coin in Madrigal or Eris's trays. Madrigal, goddess of hope, but also forgiveness. Maybe with hope, you can forgive yourself. Maybe your spirit will find rest.
Yeah. I go up to the shrine. I'll put a silver in both of those, Neil. I look at this monk. Does this monk, like, is he pocketing the coins when the dishes get filled up? You know, I try and look. Do his pockets look heavy?
He had pulled out a chest from behind him a little moment ago and opened it, and it had, you know, a bunch of coins in it, mostly silver and copper. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're getting scammed. But I put a silver in both Eris and Madrigal, and I say a little different prayer for, not for forgiveness, but rather, you know, for success at turning over a new leaf and making the most of a new life. And thanks for a new opportunity.
What's your name, Monk?
Oh, you don't want to know that.
I shrug.
It was given a very, very ordinary name. Yet I've come to be Tom, is what my parents called me. That's not a very
Nice to meet you,
monk-like name, though.
Well,
What do you want to be called?
I don't need a name. I offer my services freely to all. I prefer just an intermediary. Just someone between the people and the divine. Not a cleric, but a monk.
you know, every time I meet a Tom from now on, I'll be reminded of a monk. And so I think it is quite a holy name.
Peace be upon
should
you,
be on our way.
travelers. Try
Yes,
not to kill
well,
anyone or steal anything.
Nice
I hope
to make
those
your
poor
acquaintance, Tom.
gods listen to me for once. You know, I'm the only one who gave a shit about them.
Which gods lacked... Because he was fucking blind.
I give him the spiel, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Which? Those are the gods."
Right. He nods. As you go along, you say them all. Well, they listen. They act in small ways. You probably wouldn't know when they've given you your favor, their favor. They're there, listening, waiting, watching, helping.
Yeah, I mean, we leave the monk behind.
All right. You leave
Must
them
get to the
behind.
city. I'm considering our plan of attack when we get to High Castle. From what those knights said, it's seemingly going to be more difficult than I expected.
I'm telling you, Luther, we just break into the castle.
What do you mean? How does that help?
Then we show them the writ.
They'll behead us if we break into the castle.
Oh, they can't behead an envoy.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, yeah.
I think we need to find out. The king might be out of our reach. We might need to find someone who has his ear. Or just someone powerful, maybe the heads of one of these houses.
I'm telling you, man. You gotta listen to me.
You got us past those kobolds.
Yeah, I got good ideas.
You go up the
You
other
do have some good ideas, Pigeon. That's true.
You go up to the gate, you sweet talk them.
Yeah.
You climb the other side of the gorge. You head for High Castle. You have to rest one more night before you get there because the sun's going down. There's another.
I say a prayer to
roadside
all
inn.
of the gods tonight.
Is there an inn here, Neil, or are we just on the road?
There's some small roadside inns. You know, you're paying coppers to sleep in a common room with some other people. It's not a great situation, but it's what it is.
I know nothing. I know nothing about High Castle, so I'll, throughout the course of this night, I'm gonna speak to people in the inn and try and get a really, really high level lay of the land of like who the houses are and what their interests are and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, we're going to end our session when you get to High Castle, so I'm just going to save telling you all of that now.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be a week before we play at least, and then we'll just have to probably rephrase it anyway. So.
Yep. But I do that. Yep.
Okay. Well, that is it for today's session. This went by much faster than I thought. I thought you were going to fight all these people. I was worried that I had planned too many side stories.
No.
On this road.
Fight?
Oh, I thought you were gonna kill the person who picked your pockets and get a fight there. I thought you might kill the women with the salt because they're salt traders and that's a lot of money. I thought you might steal the dwarf's shit. I thought you were gonna fight the kobolds. I just thought there was a lot of potential for combat along the way. But you know what?
Being on 6 HP will do that to you, though. You know.
6 HP is first level fighter. That's max HP.
True. Well,
we're heroes.
They're all D10, but
sure. But D10 averages to 5.5 is 6 on average.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, with 10 New Leaf, I think we've made some really interesting, not friends, but acquaintances in this episode. I'm glad that we got to the bottom of the carriage with the 3 women. Still think it's a little bit suspicious that they came in so late and left so early, but I guess maybe that's just how it is. Good that they knew about the spider. I almost didn't ask that, so I'm glad that I did.
Yeah.
That's useful. And that kind of confirms that it's a wizard moot.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Because it really sounded like, I know you went in that game, but Malachi used to sneak into places, polymorphed as a spider, and then on numerous occasions used an illusion spell to summon a monster and rip people apart. It was often a troll. And it really sounds exactly like that.
Maybe someone's being a Malachi copycat.
Yeah, exactly. Or maybe I just did it because it was optimal, so I guess maybe somebody else is doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Optimal.
There's another option out there.
Oh, yeah.
Be a spider.
Well, I don't want to say what it is, but Nick is not entirely off base of possibilities.
Yeah. I don't think it's a spider because a spider wouldn't leave Shacklebrook alive. And also, like, why would a spider do that? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Like, climb all into the tower. Has to be an intelligent person with a purpose. Still don't really understand the purpose of just not killing Shacklebrook, though. But
well, for today's session, I totaled up the XP and then I closed my calculator.
I didn't even think about XP.
Everybody gets 800 experience points.
Not bad.
Look at that.
For 200 for Holly and Sella, 100 for how you dealt with the pickpocket, 500 for the dwarf, and and all the things, everything between the pickpocket and the dwarf, actually. But you didn't kill him. You worked with him. You encouraged him to come help you. You're actually actively seeking allies and ignoring baiting things. You're turning over a new leaf. 200 for revisiting Copper Hill, seeing it as it is, and then moving on without taking any of the bait there. 500 for the Kobold Swarm because that you essentially defeated all the kobolds or bypassed the thing. 100 for your time with Tom, and then divide it between 2 people, and there you go.
I was genuinely impressed by the kobold situation, and I'll say that dwarf was the most obvious bait I've ever seen, and we would have been so stupid to try and do it. Although I am tempted now to try and roll it out and see if we could beat him in a fight. Give us a roll for real now. Come on. Let's see what
you already rolled your roll.
I already rolled. I would have fucked
give
up.
me your counterattack, Nick. What's your...
Okay.
Your attack with your greatsword.
I'm going to take this guy's head off. Are you ready? Surprise, Neil? No. Back attack? He turns around when he's stabbed?
I mean, I think Mooton was doing the back attack, so you'd be doing the frontal attack.
Okay. We're dead. We're so dead.
Yeah, we're dead.
Was he level 7/7 or 6/6?
7/7.
So fucking hell, that's crazy. Fucked. Yeah, he's so tough. All right, cool. Good session. Let's end and then schedule our next one.
All right. See you guys next time.
Bye-bye.